Is you
Uh,
recording? I
yes,
gotta say, Siah, it's up.
it's up. It is up. Thank you. Thank you. Welcome, Miss Macyn, to your first Omni View. Go ahead and introduce yourself to the channel.
Oh my God. I'm Miss Macyn. I'm the creator of Omni for Everyone. I am an artist of all trades, jack of all trades, master of all, whatever they
Tell
talk
them.
about.
Tell them.
Visual artist, painter at heart. Um, and I've gone on to start rapping within the past year. My first single is out. It's called Daydream.
Get it on all streaming platforms, by the
Oh,
way.
all of them. And I have a tape out right now with my gang, my folks, people from all across the country, including Siah, Sunny, Ja,
Tell
um,
them.
David,
Keep going.
everyone. Um, yeah, I'm just here for the ride. I'm just a big creative at heart. Can't help it.
I feel you. I feel you. So I guess we can go ahead and get it started then. So in your many endeavors of like painting, music, model, side gig, you know what I'm saying, here and there when you take your own pictures, you know what I'm saying. How do you find time to like still make creativity fun?
I don't think it's a choice for me. It just
Mm,
has to be fun. It has to be fun. Like, I feel like everyone makes life so serious.
right.
Everyone makes life so serious the older you get. It's like, okay, but what are you doing this for? Why?
Mm-hmm.
There isn't a why. I just enjoy it. Like, I don't know what to tell you. And like, I feel like I'm blessed enough to be good enough at these things that they give me some type of recognition or anyone's attracted to it in any way. I don't feel like anything I ever do is for nothing.
Right.
Like, I always feel like it's seen by somebody. Um so for me, it's just like the fact that it resonates with anyone. It could
Right.
be two people. It's literally, I literally do the thing, like I literally blow kisses on my phone. Like when someone likes my shit, I'll be like, I love you. Like,
That's
thank you so much.
no, but that's real though, because like you're giving such a like a respect to that energy of that person.
No, seriously. Like I really do that because like that really means a lot to me. Because it's like I said, people just make things so serious, especially around me. Like just I feel like it's kind of been my thing since I was a kid, just being able to make art. It's like it was automatic, like she can make us money.
Right.
So it's always been um looming over me since childhood. So I feel like that's my job to make it fun.
Okay, that's good because it's like, and we kind of talk about this like in our personal lives, but the whole like incentive aspect of creation, where
Mm,
like we kind of steering away from that is kind of the hardest part because it's like you want to live this every day,
of course.
but you have to be able to live. So to be able to hear you say that you create in a space that like, no, like I create to have fun. That's a very freeing thing because I think that's the hardest part for any artist to kind of like get over the hump. I know that was especially hard for me. Did you ever have any challenges with that, or have you always kept a go with the flow? What gets brought to me, I accept type of nature.
Yeah, I feel like being able to genuinely enjoy what everything I'm making is super recent. I feel like being able, because I took a break from art for a solid year, like over a year. I didn't create, like, paint anything or draw anything
Mm-hmm.
because of the way I grew up with it and because of everything that was attached to it and just the amount of non-enjoyment I got out of
Right.
it. It was like, okay, I don't know why I have this. but whatever, like I'm just gonna be a normal person and work in retail. Like I don't
Right.
know, like I couldn't look at it anymore. I couldn't do it. Like it literally just made me feel depressed.
Got you.
So coming back to it, it was like, okay, well, this has to be for me. And it's something that is in me. Like this is something no one could take away from me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So coming back to it was like, okay, how can I get better at it and make myself feel comfortable with it? Especially just doing things that I genuinely enjoy, like the digital stuff. I really like the chibis and stuff. Like I like cute stuff. So
Right.
like being able to even do that for other people is really great.
Mm-hmm.
In terms of visual art, and the rapping is just so unapologetically just fun. Like no one can control what I say. No one.
Right.
Not a single soul.
They can't even try.
So I love it. I love it.
And I think that's like the kind of like best part I think that you bring as a creative as a whole, because you kind of show continuous strands of, being great, but like simplicity and complexity. So whether it be the chibis or even the chalk face inside the daydream,
You
you know what
know.
I'm saying? Like people, people don't they kind of box people in based on what they're great in, but only in one aspect or that perspective. So whether it be art and now into music, what are the perspectives on you being presented? Are you trying to bring out to the world? Who are you wanting Miss Macyn to be seen as?
I just want to be really honest about who I am. Like, I think that's something I struggled with a lot growing up, like downplaying myself in terms of like how I presented, like,
Mm-hmm.
um, not feeling confident in my physical being. I feel like
Pretty girls all have origins too. We get it.
no. I've definitely had nowhere near as much confidence and unapologetic just attitude about who I am until right now at 21.
All right.
Um,
Still looking young as shit.
um, but when people look at anything I do, whether it's the art, the visual art, me rapping, I hope that they just see like I'm just having fun. I'm just being me. And that means you can be you.
Right.
Like just be unapologetically yourself. Like I feel people being unapologetically themselves like makes people uncomfortable, or they
Mm-hmm.
don't really know how to take that. I feel like some people don't even really know how to take me because they're like, what do you mean you don't fit in one specific category of art? Like what do you want to do? Everything. I want to do everything. um so I hope people just get a chance to understand, don't ever box yourself in. Don't let anyone else ever define you, because that's
Damn.
only going to limit yourself.
It's you. Go ahead. Go ahead. Love to see it. Uh-oh. No, like, and that's great though that you like want to embody that. And I think that's so like you make it very vividly known with why you even call Omni for everyone in general. Um in the whole like creation of it, because whether it be the people you interview, they are very drastic in difference when it comes to like human beings. Um kind of dabble into that too. It's like, since you have such a respect for everyone, how has it been interviewing people? Because I feel as if you break that wall down very easy for people.
Right? No, it's crazy how like random this all was. But I genuinely love people. Like love creative people. Like being able to feel seen, like in being a person that wants to encapsulate everything and does so many things creatively, being able to seen by other people that feel the same exact way or have been surrounded by people that didn't understand them for wanting to, you know, jump into all these different types of creativity is I love doing it because it's just it makes you feel seen as a person and just more grounded in this life shit where, you know, people want you to be um on a direct path, and as much as that should make sense in my brain, it just doesn't. So
Not at all.
uh,
It's like you got to go smell the roses. Like there's other things to get lost into. Like there's such a one track mind of the world where it's just like, dude, the world got edges. You know what I'm saying? The world has curves. So it's just like if I'm as complex as a human being, why wouldn't I go be like why wouldn't I like entertain those
I'm just
complexities?
trying to take advantage of my time, you know, like, and I think that's it too. Like, seeing young people go, people that like didn't get a chance to explore all the things that they were bound to do or wanted to do, just makes me be further want to be unapologetically me.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and I know other people feel the same. And that's why I love the interviews, because it's just, even though like it's a wide spectrum of people that I did get to the chance to talk to, all of their journeys were everywhere, you know, just showing that they can't be defined as one thing.
What's up?
Yeah.
What's up? So with that being said, do you see yourself in an era of time where, because I think we're very much here an on-camera person and you love that, like you have such a drive for all like the little stuff that you do for people. Do you think there will ever be a role where you might take a year or two not being in front and like kind of directing people and directing like events and stuff? Because I kind of see you kind of like doing that.
Yeah. I mean, but you think about it, this time last year I did that.
That's facts. That's very much
This
facts.
time last year I directed the first Omni photo shoot. I
Mm-hmm.
wasn't in that at all. I was like, no, I didn't even want to take pictures with y'all. I was like,
Right.
oh, I was in the bag with my wife beater, like,
Right. Directing, bro.
and a messy bun, like really, like, and I would do that again. I think just being being like, I see myself now so much as my own artist. Like, I feel like I'm more than deserving than to be in everyone's face. Like, outside of developing myself as an artist since I was a kid, a painter, I'm like, I'm just a great person.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
And
I'm
there's
just a
nothing
great
wrong saying
person.
that. Like more
I'm
people
just,
need to embrace that. Just being able
yeah,
to say that.
yeah, like, I'm a great person and I deserve to be seen. Outside of anything I ever make, like, I deserve to be seen and heard. And I think that's what like being a music artist means to me, because it's just a chance for me to just be Macyn and that be enough. Like,
Mm-hmm.
and I love that because I can be as vibrant as this world wants me to. I don't mind being in front of the camera. I
Right.
don't mind, you know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like I'm built for it, so why not do it?
Exactly. And that's like I think the great part of the duality that you kind of show within your first single Daydream and versus the songs that we have together on Free Game. Like Miss Macyn will very much, oh, I'm a sweetheart. I think of people.
Wait,
Right. Right, exactly. Because it's just like, no, when I'm out mobbing, when you out with the squad, that confidence goes up like 12, but it's not because
I
it's just
swear.
confided in us. It's just, no, I'm in my element type of
Yeah,
situation.
like, y'all just make me just bring out the best in me, honestly. And that's why I don't want people to ever feel like I'm hiding behind y'all, because no, I feel like more louder, more louder when I'm with y'all, because it's just like you guys have embraced me as Macyn, Macyn the person, since I met y'all.
Right.
So um that's why I love freaking. That's why.
Oh, right. what made you think of like even creating for the game? Because even though there's a bunch of people that like can be supporting cast, you know what I'm saying? What made you believe that this group of people that I've also been blessed to be a part of is worth even creating such a conglomerate?
It was like I was having so many like in a way it was like connect the dot moments. It was I've had so many breakdowns, but in that I was meeting all of these people. Like,
All right.
of course, I've always had you in my life, but then I went to Atlanta and I met Dante, and it was a super. It's just the thing that all of y'all have in common. I just was having the same conversations, the same types of conversations, the same interests. Like if they met, or and then I met Ja, and I was like, damn, like this is so similar to how I speak to Siah. And then it was, and John, I put him in there because I've had him on Twitter for like 4 years. But he's
Mm-hmm.
always been super cool. But then he just happens to be Ja's like best friend and manager. I'm like, all
Right.
right, this is too many like coincidences, and y'all are all so. I just could see y'all all really getting along, and you all the similar thing. You all just push me to be
Mm-hmm.
better as an artist. I sent like one of my first raps when I came back to Atlanta to Dante, and he critiqued it. And then I told found out I rap, and then we started going back and forth like bar for bar on FaceTime.
That's
You
what's up.
know, like all of y'all just helped develop me as a rapper, and there's no way like I'm gonna do all this or say I want to do it and not include y'all in some way when I think y'all are really dope people.
Right.
So I just wanted to bring y'all all together.
Which is what's up. And I think we definitely appreciate it. Like, and I don't know, like it's been such a interesting thing to watch because I feel as if like, and this is just someone who's like only known you for a certain space and time. Cause I feel as if I'm watching like like the Nipsey Hussle marathon aspect of your life right now. You're in your very much marathon stretch. Nigga, I'm keeping it going until I can't keep going no more.
Real
But
shit. Real.
right, but beforehand, like I didn't get to see so much of the hustle aspect of it. So it's like seeing you go from, oh, Mason does art and we really recognize her the art, to being Miss Macyn the artist, stepping into that as a person has definitely been like, oh, this is a trajectory. And this is just the beginning. So for you, like, do you just take the world in face value in the present of everything that you're bringing to it, or do you think eons into the future of what you're going to be doing in like 2040?
No, I never think about the future.
Hmm.
I never do.
Why is that?
I don't, because you couldn't have told me at 17 I would even look like this. Or you couldn't have told me like, Macyn, you're gonna start rapping. Um and you're gonna make a music video with the dude that you just made a fat ass portrait of, you know?
Facts. Facts.
You couldn't have told me that. Like, even I was just a super go with the flow person back then, but I just didn't really care. I mean, I really
Mm-hmm.
care now, but I'm not that far in the future. No, I don't really. I know like the near future what I would want or what's gonna happen. I know what's gonna happen, but
Mm-hmm. Because and like the reason why I asked, yeah, I think like the reason that I asked that personally is like you're such a like, I have a thought, I have a plan, let's get it done. And
go.
right.
Like,
So
as
and
soon
just
as I get it too.
right, exactly. So that's why I wanted to know is like it's that way of thinking, a locomotive, or like how we because we always say the train, and it's like, bro, this is my train of thought, and until it's done,
Yeah.
you can either hop on or get lost. So is there a certain level of anticipation, or is it doing the work is what you like is growing the excitement and stuff like that?
I like doing the work. Like I like making. That's why like right now it's like usually my brain is just a constant, like, like you need to do this and this and this and this and this and this, and then
Mm-hmm.
you need to do this. But it's like, bro, like I literally had to sit down. I'm like, Mason, you put out your first single this summer.
Fellow.
You finally made your own website that I'm constantly still updating. I started selling my own prints
Going crazy.
on my own website on my own time. I did several commissions. I just shipped out a jacket for somebody. I made a dope tape with my friends. You know,
And
I
and most of this, mind you, only in the last 3 months.
like all throughout the summer and been consistent on everything,
Mm-hmm.
every single social.
And it's so crazy because like 2-3 days will go by for me and you, and either something isn't uploaded or moving. And I feel like I've gotten added to that, like where is the next thing? Like I should be on to the next thing. And it's kind of been
Yeah,
real interesting to see.
I like, and now I'm like, okay, like what's next? You
Right.
know, like, but I'm trying to like sit down for a second, like literally sitting down because I think I also run 6 miles every morning, and I think I sprained my ankle. I can't walk on it, right? And
Not
I'm like,
good.
that's just a sign. I'm like, sit down, like
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
sit down, and I'm just trying to, I guess, be thankful for everything that's happened and be proud of myself a little bit.
Yeah, as you should. Like, I don't know. I think like people always talk about like a humble brag, and it's like we do that often, but it's like it's never a point where it's just like, like damn, like yeah, I'm talking about shit right now, but I could have did this better. No, like I did what was sought it out for. There's
Yeah,
no like regret in it. I think that you create with zero amounts of regret. So is that because of
I
pure
believe in myself.
expression, or is because it's just that good?
I believe in myself wholeheartedly. Um, I don't believe in doing anything half. I do it to my best. I will do everything I do, from getting ready in the morning to doing my hair to making something to school. I am a straight A student. I have never not been. You know,
Can't
like
say the same, but go
you
ahead.
know, everything I do, I'm gonna do it to my 100%. Every
Mm-hmm.
single thing. So if that doesn't resonate with people, and okay, I did my best.
Chuck the
Did
deuces.
the-
On out of here.
I did the best I possibly could,
Right.
So that's why I believe in myself, because I know I go hard for me. Because it be
Mm-hmm.
days like shit, like things are quiet from other people. It's like, okay, so who's gonna believe in you?
Mm-hmm.
If no one believes in you, are you gonna believe in you? And I always say yes, because it's just me at the end of the day. Like I'm the one who has all the creative inside of me.
Mm-hmm.
So no one's gonna bring it out of me. Like I have to be
Thanks.
the person to do that. So
I think that's such the like gift and a curse, or like the catch 22, or like some people see it as a luxury while some people see it as a hindrance. As a creative, it's like, oh, I have to bring it out of me. And it's either some days, or like there's certain artists where creativity is like a battery in the back. They could charge it up and be full for days. And there's some days it's quiet, there's nothing. So to see this onslaught of creativity, do you have days where you're just like, this drawing board or like the chalkboard with all these notes right now is just not piecing together, right?
I think like after I think this I'm like I went really hard this summer. Like I went really hard. Like and when it's like you're surrounded by people that you don't feel like see you creatively or like fully understand, like no, you are working really hard. Like I was working through that, like through that chatter of like people like, what Mason, what are you doing, Mason, and still doing all of it. I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
did that, like you didn't let anyone hold you back. you, so I think just reflecting on that, like sitting in that, like this is the first time my mind, like I say, it's usually like it's been so quiet the past like 2 days.
That's good.
I don't really know how to deal with that. So it's good, but it's like, okay, so what's next? Like I know there's gonna be something next. Um, but I wanna just keep going far. I don't think my creativity ever stops. Cause I always feel like I can be working on something, but sometimes it's like, okay, maybe you should like sit back and like um live a little bit, feel,
Hmm. We
human.
had to catch ourselves. Like it took you missing a train for us to be like, we have never hung out just chilling. You know how crazy that is? It's like it took
Like really, like really, my friend, for real. We don't ever hang out. Like I
mm-mm.
be thinking about like when I hang out with like regular people, it's like, damn, like y'all are kicking it. Like I don't even know how to do this. Like I'd be like,
It's some idea, it's something, it's some like, bro, look at this, and it divulges into a certain level of creation. It's like, bro, let's just turn the TV on.
no, that's what I'm saying. You have a TV on the like the wall.
The crazy thing is,
That
ever
bitch is
since
always off.
facts, the crazy thing is, ever since you left, me and David have used the TV more.
For real, no.
Yeah,
Like when I get my own crib, like I'm gonna start watching things. Like,
we
cause I
watched music videos for like an hour. I
mm,
was just watching music videos, and I really fell in love with that. Also because of our music video, but it's just that's the thing. Like I love that. Like that's something you also look forward to is your leisure time within all of this, because sometimes
and
it's hard to find it.
I don't. I will say I have not had it. I don't feel like I've done any of it this whole summer. For real. Like despite
Mhm.
what y'all might think, I personally don't feel, even because even the days like I'll go out, like I'm always on my phone, like posting something, doing something, editing something. Like
Facts.
I'm never there. Um I feel that's like probably why like my relationships, like romantic relationships, are like so like for me, because that's the one time like if I'm talking to somebody that
Mhm. There's a certain leisure in
I,
love. I feel you.
yeah.
I feel you. Not because it takes everything away. Like that's the thing. Rose tinted glasses doesn't block, like it doesn't like avoid you from seeing, but it's just like puts a little tint over everything. You know what I'm saying? Block a few things out here and there,
Yeah.
and then be how it be. With that on relationships and in relationships in all facets, being that you are a quiet, confident person, because I think people don't talk too much about how the quiet, confident person is also not afraid to be stern. Right. Go ahead. Not afraid to be stern in their own right. What keeps you from like not having to challenge ego? Because I think a lot of people have no problem with that. And then that'd probably be my last question because we do have to
Yeah.
wrap up soon.
No. What do you mean? I feel like I don't have
Mm-hmm.
a good um understanding of what
Okay.
people mean like with ego. Because
So so how I see when you create, right? Even though you'll be like, that's not what I wanted. I wanted this. There's a certain space of collaboration that I think you do is inside of not only your art relationships, but in your personal relationship. So why do you think there's not normally that creative clash where there's sometimes when two visions don't always collide, or even in the smallest bit of way, there's normally a blow up. You don't tend to have that.
I believe in people. Like I believe in people's visions just as much as mine. Like I believe in yours. I believe it. Like everyone that I'm involved with, like I keep around me because I believe in you. Like I genuinely believe in you so much, and I would never want to get in the way of what you're trying to communicate to the world.
Mhm.
Yeah, I just genuinely believe in people. And I know, like, if something's mine, then yes. But even with that, like, if you have an idea, I'm going to listen. Like,
Right.
I'm always gonna listen. I don't have a problem listening to the people. Like, if I believe in you and your creative ideas, then I just do. Like, that's never gonna leave. There are definitely people I don't like. There's people
Right.
like that I don't maybe necessarily trust
Right.
in those type of situations, but they're not around
Facts. Just not a factor.
me.
Talk. All right. Well, I think that's wraps that up because you already know we could keep going forever, but Zoom gonna cut us off. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? This would be a part two, part fiver. Um, is there anything for that you want to tell our audience for the future of Omni with things going on, and also anything that you have to want to announce personally?
Well, first things first, stream the free game tape.
Stream that,
That's going stupid on sound.
dummy. We open it up, something crazy.
No, I said Siah, it's up, and it was just up from there.
It's been up
The
ever
whole
since.
tape.
I grew 2 whole inches. That's how much it's up.
No.
5'9".
No, for real. Feel like that's because that's kind of a emergence of everything that has been going on. Like the fact that that's a thing, and I made the cover, and it's streamable, and you're hearing me, Siah, everyone that I've been involved with. That means the world to me right now, and I can't wait to see what it becomes. Um, my first music video, Daydream, shot by Siah O'Cean, is up on my YouTube channel, Miss Macyn. Um, my website is up, missmacyn.com. If you would even just like to look at my art, I just love it because it gives a it's a chance for people to see everything I've made throughout the years. So you don't have to question me as an artist anymore. Yes, I really do this. I've really been doing it. Even if you just see my face on Instagram, yes, I have been creating since I was a kid.
Thanks.
Um, yeah, I lots of new music to come within the year, lots of things from us to come on this channel within the next year. OmniTune Tuesdays,
Yeah.
consistent interviews, ideas, videos, growth, prosperity.
Growth.
Um anything I, I'm like, I have a solid 5 minutes. I can keep going.
You got us. I'm saying you can get a
Okay.
lot out in 5.
Um as this summer comes to an end, and I'm really proud of everything Siah has done this summer too. Just being able to have someone have my back and everything means the absolute world to me.
No problem. That's what I'm here for. You already know.
So, and thank you to anyone that's watched that is watching because they know Siah and everything. Because Siah is real and he really goes up to people and shows. He'll really pull up the phone and I'm
I
like, whoa,
I'm that guy. I'll
he's
walk up.
him.
I'll very much
I
walk up.
don't do that.
Hi, how you
Like
doing?
y'all could catch me on the internet. Yeah. So
That's yeah. No, I think that's like I don't know. I think that's the greatest part of our dynamic where it's just like, yeah, online, Miss Macyn got you all day, every day. Check it out. Let her know how you feel in person. Come talk to me. Come
no,
say
Siah
hi.
will really. Have you seen my first music video? Do you want to hear Daydream? I'm like, whoa, say I'm right here. Like,
Yep.
I do not want to witness that.
Facts. I don't know. It's just a way to rip the band-aids off too, because it's just
The
like,
band-aid is crazy.
yeah, I'm sorry, because it's like if I believe in you as much as you believe in me, I
Right.
will brainwash someone to believe in us as much as we believe in each other. Like that's there's no option.
It's just crazy. Oh, no, but that makes sense. I think it's just because I legitimately don't have a lot of interpersonal relationships in my life in the physical sense because I'm always so like everywhere. So a lot of the things, a lot of these relationships I built, free game is fully online friendships or people I met online and then eventually met in person. Which is I think it's dope. You know, I think it's really, really dope. But to the Omni audience, from Miss Macyn to you, I love you. Thank you for watching.
Yep. We'll see y'all next week. Bye.
Yeah. Bye.